I remember at one point I was performing with 7 different bands at one point. I need to do something crazy. I love food.
Right.
I like to write music. I wrote the song Sedap Tak Nasi Lemak in like 10 minutes just with my piano. At the start of the shooting of the film, COVID hit. Yeah, imagine shooting a full-fledged film during COVID. It was tough. That video, from not knowing to posting my successful video, 3 months. I'll show the camera. This is a legendary spatula.
Ooh, let me take a guess. Is that the first one you've ever used, or?
First one before I was born, actually. This is from my grandma. I used to spend a lot of time trying to be perfect. That was a huge mistake. My mom got outcast by her family because she converted from Christian to Muslim.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to V on Air's podcast series, The Whole Story. My name is Natalie Chai, and through this podcast, we are looking to speak to Malaysians of impact and to also listen to their side of the story. So if you're tuning in or really just listening to this as you're strolling around Resorts World Genting, do tag us at Resorts World Genting. And also, if you're tuning in from the website, the rwgenting.com website, welcome. Thank you for tuning in once again. Now, today's guest is a content creator, a musician, and he's an all-around creative whose work really has been quite familiar to lots of us Malaysians, especially, and probably made you hum along or crave very different Malaysian dishes at different times of the day. Okay, he was known for his viral cooking and karaoke videos such as Pisang Goreng and Nasi Lemak, and since then he's written music for Dato Sri Siti Nurhaliza and released a string of very catchy singles such as the more recent Ai Tak Kisah, composed for a very local music comedy, and even opened his own Japanese fusion cafe. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this is a storyteller through food and music. And now, of course, a growing entrepreneur. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Sid Murshid.
Yeah, that was probably one of the best introductions I've ever had.
Really?
So great.
Wow.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Sid. Now, Sid, maybe for our listeners right now, do maybe give us a short introduction of yourselves and tell us who you are.
My name's Sid, content creator. I create food cooking videos. I used to, well, not anymore, write songs about food or songs about my personal life. But now I'm more into content creator, cooking food, and managing my business called Grey Cafe in Publica.
Oh, in Publica.
Yeah.
Wow, I've got to try that for myself one time. Yeah, so I know you do a lot of things, and I also hear, just before we started, like you like to dabble into different things. But maybe let's start from the beginning. Tell us more a little bit about your background and how it all started, and tell us your journey into dabbling into what you usually like, and how did you end up here today?
Wow. Let's go all the way back to the beginning. Not many people know this, but I studied architecture. Way back in the day, I studied architecture, and once I've graduated as an architect, I wanted to pursue music.
Right. And you've done it all in KL? You're
All
from
in KL, yes,
Okay.
all in KL. And I was working in this tiny little architecture firm. It was a small firm of 3 people only. Myself, my coworker, and my boss. Just a very small company. And usually at night, I would go out to gigs and for open mics. I used to perform for free here and there, everywhere. My most interesting or worst places I've performed is underneath an escalator. It was in the curve. It was a really odd spot, and I got paid for like 100 ringgit for that. But I was so happy. I got paid for my music.
Wow.
Yeah. But yeah, I've been doing music ever since, juggling between architecture and music, until one day I figured out, I don't have enough 24 hours in a day to do both. So I stopped architecture and did the crazy leap of doing music full time.
Wow.
That
So
was-
you did a leap not knowing where it'll take you, but you just
No,
decided, hey,
no,
architecture seems like something I can put on the side. And
No.
you just went straight for music. So how
Straight
did
for
you
music.
really expand into that expand that whole music scene?
When I first started, it's always just finding as much places as I can to perform, and it was mostly me singing and playing the piano, and at the same time, I sessioned as a pianist, keyboardist for multiple bands. I remember at one point I was performing for with 7 different bands at one point.
At
Yeah,
the same period of time,
at the
you
same
were
period of time.
playing for 7 different bands.
7 different bands, and that's how I got my funds, my income back then. Yeah, and night's worth of show is probably around 400 to 500 ringgit a gig a night, and that's we're playing for about 20 plus songs. It was fun back then, but thinking now, like that was very draining.
For sure, but
For sure.
but you enjoyed the whole process.
I did enjoy the whole process, and it's been like that for about 2 or 3 years until one day, I saw. This is when Facebook was the thing, Instagram was like the indie, cool indie thing. So it's Facebook, and I saw a post from Universal Music Malaysia. It's about join this singing competition, this Disney singing competition.
Ooh,
Yeah, I was like,
really?
why not? I just joined this, and I'm located in Publica. I joined it, and there were like 10 contestants, and there were a list of songs they gave us to choose, and 8 people chose "Part of That World" by Little Mermaid.
There were a list of songs.
There were a list of
but
songs.
8 out of
Eight.
10 people
Yeah.
chose part of your work.
Yeah, "Part of Your World." Yes,
Yeah.
yes, myself included.
Why did you choose the song?
I love the song, and apparently 8 other people loved the song as well.
7 other people.
7 other people, yes. And I was the last to perform.
Oh my God, the pressure. So
The
do you find out who chose what song before?
No,
or-
no, on the day itself, and no one knew.
And
No one.
that's the most horrible thing.
I think no one knew. No one knew who chose what until the contestant went up on stage. Okay, I'm gonna sing this,
Oh.
and then the judges were so bored.
Yeah.
Again, again. And unfortunately, I was the last one again. But thankfully, I managed to win it.
Wow. Out of everyone, out of 8 of 10 people who chose the same song, you won the competition.
Yeah.
Oh, where did that bring you
yeah.
somewhere?
It did. It did. But funnily enough, during the competition itself, I forgot the lyrics to the words, and like 10 or 15 minutes prior to me going up, I wrote it on a little note. I brought my keyboard on stage, stick it on the keyboard, and I was like singing like that.
Oh, it's kind of like a cheat code.
A cheat code. But yeah, but because of that, Universal Music noticed me, and they signed me as an artist under the label.
Wow.
Yeah,
Congratulations.
Thank you,
And how old were you back then?
thank you. 21, 22?
Did you ever think you would land
No,
a contract?
no. Back then, it used to be like, I used to think that was like the biggest thing
for
that I
sure.
could have achieved. But I got signed when I only had 400 followers in my social media.
They clearly saw the talent.
They
and
clearly,
back then, honestly, it wasn't so much about your followers or.
I think it still is.
Back then.
Back then. But it was really stressful for me because I only had 400-ish, hundreds. And how do I
Build
gain,
it from
build it from there? So yeah, then my journey started in the music label from there. I released a song under Universal Music. It's called Di Hati. That was my first ever professional produced music, and it didn't really go anywhere because small following. It's hard to push, and then I kind of thought, I need to do something crazy. I need to do something crazy. I love food.
Right.
I like to write music. I wrote the song Sedap Tak Nasi Lemak in like 10 minutes just with my piano. I gave my sister a camera. Let's record a stupid music video around the neighborhood. Pop, 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 edit it in a style of the 90s karaoke. Posted it, poof, exploded.
So your sister was the one in the music video.
She held the
She
camera.
held the camera. Oh.
stand there, record me like that. Okay.
Right. And what gave you the idea of like, doing like a throwback 90s karaoke kind of style?
The exact reason why, I don't know. I just thought it was cool. That's it. I just thought it was cool. I thought it was funny, and no one ever did it before. I just wanted to give it a try. It was really
And
fun. I
then
just wanted to have fun. That's it.
when was the first time you realized that, oh my God, this has gone viral?
Probably a couple days after posting it. I've never received likes more than 100 before. And then I see people started sharing it more and more. And I've seen numbers that I've never ever comprehend to see before in my life. And that's when I knew, oh, this is working. This is really working. And a month after that, I released Pisang Goreng. And that
Right.
went 20 times bigger than Nasi Lemak ever did.
Yeah, a
It was
Pisang Goreng.
wild. It was wild. It was really wild. Up to a point where all radio stations in Malaysia was calling me for interviews. And it was,
Right.
for me, a kid back then, 400 following. It was mind blowing. But interestingly enough, Pisang Goreng was much more famous in Indonesia. Much
And how
more.
did you find out?
A ton of Indonesian comments. A ton. So much. It was really interesting. Kerepek pisang, they call it.
What do you call it again?
Kerepek pisang.
Kerepek pisang. Oh,
Pisang goreng, kerepek pisang.
I see, I see.
Yeah, it was really big in Indonesia.
And at this point of time, you were no longer contracted with
I
university.
was still.
You were still. So
was still
was
contracted.
the company like, oh my God, Sid, what's going on? Or like,
He-
did they bring it somewhere, or you're like, Sid, just move. Yep, just do what you do.
Just pretty much that.
Pretty much
Just
that.
do what you do. But when it was with me, Universal Music, I had two images.
Okay.
One is the food, silly Sid, writing songs about food. One is Universal Music Sid, writing songs about heartbreaks. I tried me and the label, we tried to separate those two. I don't know why we didn't really combine it. I was overthinking too much.
Right. So you were like, okay, no, I need to like have
need to
this
be
persona,
cool, yeah.
and then like for like me as an artist, I need to be this certain way.
Yes.
So that's why you sort of drew a line and boundary for yourself.
Yes. I was worried about that.
So thinking back now, would you have combined both of them? Would you have done it a separate way?
I think you can't. I think because if it's comedy, it's comedy. I
So you think
so.
comedy is not really a mainstream kind of thing?
It is. I feel like if you put comedy into anything, it just completely becomes comedy. I feel it's hard to separate those two, which is why I did that. But then after Pisang Goreng, then I just kept riding on that wave. Kept writing. I wrote songs about satay. I wrote songs about carrot susu. What else did I write? I actually made a full 6 songs album about the food songs. It's up on Spotify. It's no longer on there, unfortunately. But yeah, it was.
Did
a
you
lot.
say fortunately or unfortunately? Oh, okay.
Unfortunately. Yeah, I spent a lot of work on that. But towards the end of that phase of comedic songs, I noticed that people are, what's the word? Saturated. It's a little bit saturated. People get bored of that concept, and I decided to not continue it anymore. Even though people still up to today, Sid, why don't you write songs about food? Yeah.
Is that the end of your, not really the end, but is that like the highlight or the peak of your musical journey? Or tell us more after that. What's been unfolding for you?
So so I have been having all these food songs out in the interwebs, and these songs has been picked up by Afdlin Shauki. He's a comedic film director.
Okay.
And because of that, he picked me up personally, said, Sid, I want you to write songs for my film. 13 songs in that film. 13 songs.
What? You're all on your own?
Me with another music producer.
Okay.
So together we write those songs based on the script. So it was a really funny story. When we were writing the script and the music, Afdlin Shauki and his team brought the writers to Port Dickson. I forgot which hotel, Villian, I think. Uh, put us there for 3 nights and write everything.
all all in 3 nights.
All in 3 nights. Yeah, it was wild.
So what was that? What was the day to day like there in there
I
then?
was
Like,
just in my room. I brought my entire recording system. Just recording, writing away. It was really draining, honestly, but it was fun.
but
It was fun.
you managed.
I managed. I think I wrote like 80% of the songs in that little room.
Oh
It
my
was
goodness.
wild.
So out of the 13 songs, which is your favorite?
So I played a role in the film as a secret detective, commando guy, and I have a song. My character is mute; he doesn't talk, which is great because I'm introverted. So there's one song he suddenly starts singing. So that song is the character singing. So it's a song about like the two main characters fighting over a girl. I'm like, we have bigger problems at hand. Let's not fight about the girl. Focus on the real problem. That's the main story of the song. There's another song, which unfortunately got cut off. Where it's just a song about the two brothers trying to find out what to do in life.
I see. But that one didn't make the cut. But you like the
Unfortunately, I
song?
love this song. I wish people heard it, but it's not there.
Well, maybe sometime,
Who
someday,
knows? Yeah.
far when you feel like you can do
Yeah.
a little release. Hey, this is a song that I wrote that never got released, and maybe we'll get to hear that one. Okay, so you've done that. You wrote 13 songs. That's crazy in just 3 days. Clearly very talented already, I feel like, because you can put me in a room for 3 days. I don't know if I can complete one, but that's because I've never tried it. Then after that, that's when you started to really focus on your own content.
Oh man, what happened? Oh, that was at the start of the shooting of the film. COVID hit. Yeah, imagine shooting a full-fledged film during COVID. It was tough.
Was it allowed?
It
No, right?
was, but
Yeah.
it was really strict.
Yeah,
Remember
yeah.
when there was like certain states like red,
Yep, yep.
yellow, or green? I pity the producers because they have to move locations so much. It was everywhere. So when COVID hit, I sort of have established myself as a music producer, and a lot of people want to write songs. So fortunately, I have gigs throughout the whole of COVID, and then COVID ended. I was right after COVID. I started working in video production.
Oh,
Video production because I have a big interest in video production as well. I tried applying to become a film editor, but that didn't really work. Fortunately,
because you realized you didn't really have much interest for it, or
oh, I love it. I
Okay.
love it. But if I worked as an editor, I would give my skills to someone else instead of for me. But I still do some edits for people back then, now then. So it was video production, blah, 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 blah. But at the same time, during all of this time, I was trying to build up my name as an artist, whether it be music or mostly music. I dabbled in a little bit of visual effects. If you scroll down a little bit, I do. Oh man, I'm doing too much stuff.
you're just trying to. Are you like naturally a very curious person about different roles, and that's why you
I would say
dabbled
so.
into
I would say
all
so.
of it?
I would say so. I would say so. I have a huge interest in martial arts and some stunt work. I learned how to do flips. I was interested in this urban sport called tricking. It's a combination between gymnastics and martial arts, just flips and kicks and all that.
And where were you planning to use these skills?
Videos for fun.
So martial arts and a stunt actor,
Yeah.
you're naturally really good when it comes to like physical activities, or like what made you feel like, oh, you know what? let's just try stunts. So
Bec-
maybe one day I could use it for my video. You're not even training for a certain thing. You're just like, let's just try this.
I think what the things that show trajectory in my life are things that I'm interested in. When I watch films about action and all that, I want to try to be that. So when I'm interested in something, I give my all to learning that thing.
Right. So you get hooked onto
I
it,
got
and then
hooked
you
onto it.
dedicate your time and life and
Yeah,
hit space all to that.
it's crazy how obsessed I am over wanting to learn something, which explains why I can do so much.
Exactly. So,
Yeah.
and because you do all of these different things, you've tried so many different things. What would you say represents you the best? Like, actually, I've done all of these things. This 500 things that I've done. I enjoy all of them. But if I had to choose one single thing to really define myself and say, hey, this is it, like, what would that be?
There's always this, not one but two things ever since I was a tiny little boy
Okay.
that I wanted to be, a musician or a chef. It's always those two. There's these two pillars, and even after trying out so many things, these two always keep me as an identity, as a person, musician and chef. I'm currently more of a chef right now,
Right.
but something inside of me, the musician, wants to come out. He misses music so much.
Music has always been part of your
Yes.
life, like you said, right? And then there's that chef part that you've always wanted to be since you were young. How did you get into cooking? Was it via TV shows, or like have you always watched people at home cook? How did you get into cooking?
My very first initiation into cooking was when I was like around 8 or 9 years old. It was from an anime.
Oh,
And it was a 90s anime. It was an old anime. It's called Cooking Master Boy.
okay.
And that was when I thought, like, similar, like, stunt, like, I want to do that. And ever since then, I've always been curious about cooking. Always, always, always. Every time my mom cooks, I watch her, see what she's doing and all that. I would ask, can I help? Will you tolong that? No, you're too young. Just watch, watch, watch. And my first time she allowed me to handle anything was just, kacau the food. And even then, when I would kacau just the surface of the food, she would scold me, no, you got to dig it like that. Okay. So yeah, my mom was my first teacher, and ever since then, I just kept learning. My first ever dish that I made all on my own was spaghetti, but it was a terrible spaghetti. It was pasta, tomato sauce, the tomato sauce, and just mix it around. I had a few sausages that I cut up into a shape of the octopus thing,
Oh,
and I put it on top.
ada
Wow, so
design pula.
artistic.
Yeah. Oh my god. Even back then, you thought it was not
It was.
tasty.
I thought it was great.
Oh,
I thought it was great.
who told you it tasted bad?
Everyone did because they wanted to make me happy.
Oh.
But yeah, that was my first time cooking, and I've always cooked for myself and my family ever since.
I see.
It's always at the back. When I'm doing music, when I'm doing architecture, it's always just me cooking at the back. No, I've never really published it to anyone until Instagram stories was first announced and we are allowed to post like 15 seconds on stories. I used to do one full recipe, edit it within 15 seconds. I did so much effort just for one piece of story
Yep.
content. But I noticed that the numbers were quite good when I do that. And I've been doing that for years. Until 3 years ago, I decided, why don't I post this as a reel on Instagram first? Until 3 years ago, posted 1 minute video. My first ever video was chicken rice, nasi ayam, Hainanese chicken rice, and first time since Pisang Goreng days, I got like 1,000 plus likes, probably 5,000 now, I think. Oh man, this is working. So ever since then, I started posting and posting.
And those were
posting.
just plainly cooking videos.
plainly cooking
Just
videos.
cooking videos.
No
Okay.
music, no nothing.
And then you started making more.
More.
So when you make these recipes for your content, do you eat them after, or do you create them organically, or do you go like, okay, tomorrow I'm gonna make pizza for my video, so then you start making pizza?
I think
Or is it
it's
like more like a today I feel like eating pizza, so then let's just shoot while I make my pizza?
no, it's more of similar to what I see, I'm interested, and I want to try. So most of the recipes, most of the organic recipes that I do not know how to make them previously.
So that's like your first time, and the audiences are literally making it with you
Not first time. I learned how to do it
you learn
to
how to
show
do it.
other people how to do it.
So you learn how to do it first before you shoot the video, or as you are shooting the video, you're doing it for the very first time?
95% of the time, I learned it first.
Ah, okay,
I
okay,
learned
okay.
unless if it's something like, okay, this is not too hard. I can do it on the spot. But for example, I love mee tarik. Mee tarik, you know. How do you make mee tarik?
I don't know. I don't
Yeah.
cook.
So I went online. I looked up,
Make a dough
make the
out of
dough,
it, and
you know,
then
out of
you.
your hands. That's really interesting. I tried doing it. That video, from not knowing to posting my successful video, 3 months.
What?
So the story was really funny. So mee tarik story was, okay, I want to do mee tarik. I gave myself 9 days to learn. Every day I do, every day, fail, until I set a schedule on my calendar. Shoot here. The day before, failed. Like, I have to shoot tomorrow. I just got to do it. I failed during shoot. Yeah, I failed during shoot, and there was a reaction of me failing, and I was genuinely very angry. I threw the thing, and people said, "Wow, ni mi baran." But I had a thought during the shoot that day.
Okay.
Do I fake this or not? Do I go out to the store, buy just noodles and boil it and just say, "Oh, I made mee tarik"?
Actually, a very realistic dilemma, I think,
Yeah.
amongst especially like content
Yeah,
creators.
yeah.
So
It was
what
a really scary decision to make. Will people see like I'm not good? Will people think that I'm not legit? But I made the decision to not fake it, to show my angry reaction um, and authenticity. So the dough that failed, I gather it together and just blindly add more flour so that I make mee potong instead.
Okay.
So just on the spot, just change things, and I show that, and people love it.
Wow.
They love it so much. They love to see me fail.
Because they're like, I'm already frustrated that this guy can cook everything in the world, but like, oh my God, he's showing us that he's also human today.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think people love that because social media has always been about showing perfectionism. Yeah.
Yep.
And when people see that, oh, it's okay to not be perfect, people love it. So the first video of Mitari came out, and then I tak puas lah. If I see something, I want to be good at it.
So although you changed the recipe, you're like, no, this still
This
means
is
I
not
haven't
right.
done it yet.
Yes. 2 more months practice. 2 more months. So I even showed two behind the scenes for the first video, and then another 2 months of learning. So much dough, so much flour wasted, unfortunately. But boom, 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 and through 2 months later, I did it. 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32 strands. That was my max.
Oh.
But professionally, they do 64. I couldn't do it. It starts breaking at 32. But to me, that's good enough.
So did that video at the end? So you made a 32 strand.
Noodles with my hands. Yeah.
I would want to go and watch that video. I'm now very intrigued by this process, this noodle making process. Do you think you can still make it today?
Give me 2 days, I can. Yeah.
2 days to just get
Just
into the
yeah.
vibe.
Warm
to
up
it.
again, and I can do it. Yeah.
Huh.
I have the recipe.
Oh,
So,
okay. And
It's all
do
there.
you keep all these recipes in like a book or is it just in your head?
It's in my little iPad. It's just a little, collecting it. I want to curate a cookbook one day. That's one of my bucket lists. Just a cookbook, nice cookbook.
And now that I've got to know you a little better, I think now that you've said it, and now it's here in this podcast, I think a Sid cookbook is on the way
Yeah, it's
for
pretty
sure. For sure.
Cookbook.
Ta-da!
Available in stores right now,
So
everywhere in
come,
Malaysia.
let's make a little wish list too. So, when would you expect to finish or complete the cookbook?
Wow.
Just a little prediction.
You know, last year I said this year, so this year I'm gonna say next year.
And then next year we will see the book. Okay.
Yes, hopefully.
Oh, yeah. So all of this cooking
Yeah.
has led you to, making or starting your own cafe, or was there more behind that? The decision
The
that led
decision.
you to creating, your cafe today.
You know, I think with anyone who loves to cook, they've always wondered how it's like opening up a restaurant or cafe. And it's always been at the back of my head. But I've never had the guts to do it alone. Until one day my brother was like, let's open up a thing. Let's open up a cafe. Last year, June, this little spark of conversation started. 4 months later, we have a cafe.
That's pretty quick.
That was honestly too quick.
Yeah.
No one, don't do that. But it was initiated by my brother, and I just jumped on the train. Jumped
Wow.
on the
So,
train.
so now that you've, in such a short span of time, you just from nothing, you suddenly have the responsibility of running a restaurant cafe. So what's been the hardest thing about it so far?
I feel like maintaining relevancy
Like in the menu.
in the F&B scene,
Yeah, being relevant
being relevant in
in
the
the F&B scene.
being
What is-
relevant enough so that people will keep coming. I feel like F&B, the brand, and bringing up an artist, so similar.
Oh, tell us,
very
walk us
similar
through that.
because,
What do you mean?
An artist, myself, for example, what do I need to do so that people will support me, listen to me, watch my videos? On the other hand, what do I need to do for this cafe so that people will support, come and buy again and again? It's the same thing. You need stories. You need a reason for them to come. Sid cooks, maybe authentic, maybe I like his videos. Cafe, that's the hard part. Everyone can cook good food. Everyone can cook. A lot of places have nice interior. But what makes you stand out for people to come, keep on coming? And for me, it's, luckily enough, I have my image as myself to tie it with the cafe. So, I'm going to cafe to support Sid. But I'm trying to break away from that. I find that a little bit dangerous.
Yeah. So
Because if I don't do anything, the cafe naturally just goes down. But then I have to keep on doing, and honestly, really tiring.
yeah, but
Honestly,
I
really
find
tiring.
that it could be also really tough for people who has really made their name known, and that's literally your identity. Like your cafe is, the identity is Sid, but Sid also, if you remove Sid away from the cafe, then
It
people
has
will
no
feel
identity.
like, yeah.
Yeah.
So, people are prone to having that mindset. So
Yes.
what you're trying to work on now is really make it like so that it can stand on its own, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So do tell our listeners once more, like where is it? It's in Publica. What is
Yeah.
it called? And what would your recommended
Yeah.
menu be?
So the cafe is called Grey Cafe, GREYCAFE. We're located in Publica on the very far end of Block A. If you guys know where 76 Salon is, next to it. Okay, we're neighbors.
Ooh, I visit there quite often.
Oh yeah, yeah, we're next door.
Okay.
And it's a Japanese fusion inspired little cafe. I call you. It's. We want it to be a cafe, but it's more of a restaurant now.
I see. Okay.
Yeah, because we have a full-fledged menu with hot food and pastries. I would really recommend our chicken katsu sando, which is actually the very first recipe that we R&D'd when we thought of the cafe.
Like your signature menu.
Yeah, And when we first talked about the cafe, we wanted it to be a specialty shokopan cafe, just Japanese milk bread. But then I thought, Japanese milk bread only? That's not strong enough. What can we do with Japanese milk bread? Oh, sando. Then that's our first menu, and it's been a hit.
Wow. Hey, you know what? I always visit the hair salon, and I'm always trying to get a quick bite before I get in. So I promise you, in the next, I think I'm going in the next 2 weeks.
Oh,
So
sweet.
I will pay your restaurant a visit
Hope to see you there. Thank you.
for sure, for sure. Well, so if you guys wanna, so you are there every day,
Not really. 3 times a week.
3 times a week. So
Three
if you guys
times a
are
week.
lucky, you guys wanna bump into Sid, you can visit the cafe. Okay, so now we've talked about all things about how Sid has come to where he is, and now for this next segment is something that is a segment that I personally really enjoy, and it's a show and tell segment where our guests bring along one or two of their favorite possessions and tell us more about them. So Sid, what
Yeah.
are the 2 items that you've brought for us today?
I've got.
Ooh.
Chomela, this show and tell thing. I like it. So this is, show the camera. This is a legendary spatula.
Ooh, let me take a guess. Is that the first one you've ever used, or
First one before I was born, actually. This is from my grandma.
what?
Yeah, this is probably from the 50s or 60s. Look at the handle.
Why?
Look at that.
What?
Look
It's
at that.
so shiny.
You see the handle? It's like eroded from just
Just holding it.
Yeah, just holding it. So my grandma was she has her own food stall back in Ipoh.
What did you sell?
She just lauk Melayu. She
Okay.
cooks. I mean, that's her business. That's what she does. My dad used to help her a lot. And fun fact, she won a little competition, best rendang tok in Ipoh. And I have the recipe. It's like written in paper, just placed on that on the storeroom.
Is this on your
And I haven't made a video of it yet. It
Really? The
probably will be out on the cookbook.
wow,
But
okay.
yeah, just every single, bawang, whatever, beberapa genggam, this and that. This is exactly like
by genggams, eh?
Yeah, by genggam. So yeah, another fun story is I used to brought this for a live cooking show at Media Prima for TV3, I think, and I left it there.
Horrible.
I left it there. My mom was so angry, and I told my manager back then, "Oh, we have to find this." Funnily enough, very, 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 in a very funny way, we managed to find it. Some guy was just holding it around and left it there.
Oh, it found its way back to you.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, I just love it so much because it feels so good because the imprint is already there. Even though it's like thin, but yeah, this will be with me for generations to come. So
love
long.
that.
Yes. This I will not bring out for live cooking anymore because I don't want to risk losing it again.
It's kind of like a mom with a lost Tupperware, you know.
Oh man. Yeah.
When you bring this out, remember to bring it back, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
Where is it? I left it there.
Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. All hell broke loose that day. My
Oh
God.
my god.
Fortunately, we found it. Thank God. Okay.
Oh, I love that. Thank you
Thank
for
you.
sharing with us that story.
This one.
What is this? Like a
It's-
knife?
It's
Like
a knife bag. Yeah.
Oh, it is.
I got the bag itself from Japan. I was walking around Kapabashi. It's like a road for chefs. It's just road full of kitchen equipments and all
They're
that.
so good with those
Yeah,
things. They're so
yeah.
good.
I fell in love with this bag. I looked at it, talked to the salesperson, and I'm like, I'm in love with this bag. I'm gonna walk around. You'll come back for this. I know.
Oh my god.
I did come back for it. It's beautiful. It's made from kimonos cloth, and it's just pretty. Look
It's
at that.
very, very beautiful.
It's beautiful. This doesn't cost too much as well. It's like 300 ringgit.
Oh, really? And how many? Okay, let's see.
Most of the knives has a sheath, so it's fine. Only one knife does not have. Ta-da.
Wow.
Look at
Okay.
that. 4 knives. Let me go
Okay.
through one by one. This knife was bought. Can I unsheath it?
Yes, yes, yes,
Okay.
of course.
Bought at the same time as this bag. From the same street. This is, ta-da, my Tsukiji. So this knife
Ooh.
is specifically for long meat cuts.
I see.
It's very delicate, so you can't do breakfast, stuff like that. A very specific use.
And even the knives are from Japan?
Yes,
Or-
this one is from Japan. This
Okay.
specific one. Okay, I love Japanese handles. They say the handles, Japanese handles, are not as strong and durable as Western ones, but they look so good.
Do they feel good as
They
well?
feel my hands are so used to the Japanese handle. For me, the Western grip feels a little bit stiff, even though it's
Maybe
sturdy.
made for Asians.
Maybe,
Don't know.
maybe
Yeah.
for Asian hands, small
Yeah.
hands. This grip is made for Asians as well.
Well, it's eroded into.
It's literally in my blood. Okay, next one.
Wow. Okay, for long cuts.
For long cuts, long slow cuts, very specific use. These guys are brothers. These
Oh.
are my first Japan. This one is my first Japanese knife.
Okay.
This is the one that comes after. So this is the big brother, smaller brother.
Oh, but the big brother's shorter.
Yes.
As many other
Yes.
siblings.
So this knife, it is a Japanese knife, but it's from a local brand. Okay. This is a santoku, or a Japanese chef's knife. Santoku means three things. You can cut meat, vegetables, fish. So it's a multi-purpose thing. A very good entry-level knife, $600. Stainless steel. You throw it around, it's okay. It doesn't rust or anything. The brand is called Masaru. The blade is made in Japan. The handle is locally made from local wood. This one is also custom made. Kalau tak silap, this is rambutan wood.
Oh.
Yeah, made from the same brand as well.
And where do you find these tools?
I was walking around in KLCC.
Okay.
I was walking around KLCC and they had a little pop-up booth of the knife. Then that's when I fell in love with the knife. I bought it then and there.
So locally made.
Locally made, except for the blade, but the wood is all local. Same with this guy, the little
So they
brother.
import the blade and then they assemble it together.
It's already assembled, the handles,
Okay.
but this comes later. This was handmade
Okay.
by the brand itself. This one, it looks the same, just a little bit bigger. This is a gyuto. Same thing as a chef's knife, but it's better for slicing as well. So it's like a hybrid between these two.
I see. And you know exactly when to use which for sure.
Yeah,
For sure.
yeah.
I'm like, whoops, Sid lent me
But-
these two knives. He said both are chef knives.
But sometimes it's like, oh, for the video, I want to do a bigger knife, so just use that.
Right.
But this one, the Tsukiji, the longer one, is very specific use. This one I got very, 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 very recently. This one has no sheath yet. This is a birthday gift.
Oh,
My birthday was last month.
When's
and
your birthday?
September 20th.
Ah,
This, I've never had a petty knife. Petty knife is a small knife.
okay.
And this also, all these three knives are stainless steel.
Okay.
This is the only knife which is carbon steel. And what carbon is it's harder. And because it's harder, you can sharpen it more. So it can get really sharp. But because it's hard, you can't do anything with bones or it'll snap. And because it's carbon steel, it will rust. So the care that you need for this knife is much more compared to the stainless steel's one. If you cut anything with acid, it will start change blue like that. Yeah, but I love this knife.
But what do you use it for?
Carving. Carving. If you're cutting chicken, carving the breast off, or just the fish, filleting, this is perfect.
Like fats from chicken, that's when you just...
Yes.
So that it's more precise.
It's more precise, more precise. I love it so much. I've only had it less than a month, and this is already my favorite.
Oh my God.
Yeah, look at that. It's beautiful. It's so classic looking. It's already, yeah.
So do you sharpen your knives very often? Not that one for sure.
I sharpen it every 2 months. 2 months. But
And you have a specific stone to do it.
yes, we have a stone to do it. But before, so sharpening, the honing steel, people think that's sharpening. I do that every time before I use the knife. It's not sharpening. It's actually I would explain it like combing your hair.
I see.
Yeah, sharpening with the steel
With
with
the
the
stone-
with
with
the
the
stone,
stone.
it's cutting your hair. So before you wanna cut anything, you wanna comb
Yep.
your hair, make sure the edges are aligned. So that's the honing steel.
Okay.
So every day I do that. Once every 2 months, I sharpen the stone.
Okay. Then But that is sharpening,
Yeah, that is
right? That is
sharpening,
sharpening.
and it's such a therapeutic experience. I love
Yeah,
it.
I have some friends who are obsessed with just sharpening
Yeah,
knives.
yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
they're like, hey, if you come over to my house, bring your knives. I'll return them back to you in a week, but like you have 1 week without knives. But please, I would love to love to have the pleasure of sharpening knives. There are people with those kind of
Yeah,
hobbies.
I'm one of those guys. I came back from a sharpening workshop one day. I went to my girlfriend's house. My I wanted to sharpen all the houses in for her mom, and her knives are the ones that you buy for ringgit at
Yeah,
the
yeah.
kedai plastic and all that.
How's that like?
It got worse.
So you're not meant to sharpen those knives.
You can, but you just need a rougher stone,
Oh, I
because it's
see.
so blunt and like damaged. You need something really hard to punch it back into place. And all it's doing is it's eating my stone.
Right,
So my
that's right.
stone is being sharpened, but this knife is not. It's the other way around.
So I caught you saying you went to a sharpening workshop.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's available here in
It
Malaysia.
is. It's organized by the same guys that made the local knife.
And do you have to bring your own stone, or they have the stones for you
They
there?
they have stones for you there.
Hey, that's very interesting.
It is.
So actually, you can have lots of different hobbies and go for these different workshops.
Yeah.
And like, it won't be a surprise to me if you've been to like 60% of them. You're like, I want to do this and that, this and that, this and that. Interesting. Hey, I might sign myself up
Oh, sweet. Yeah.
for a workshop as well. I may not be able to use it, but at least I can say that
Yeah.
I've done it before.
So these are my two items. Very fun.
Thank you.
I would bring my chopping board as well, but it's too thick. Yeah, it's like fat.
So do you use your chopping board just for meat or?
I separate it for chicken.
Ah, okay.
Chicken, I use plastic.
Oh, how come?
Chicken can contaminate things really easy.
So chicken will have its own chopping board.
Yes. 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 Or you could just use plastic for chicken and not wood, because wood is very porous and the nasty
seeps
stuff
in.
would seep in.
Hey, do you wash your chicken before you cook?
No.
Yeah, because apparently you shouldn't.
No.
But
No.
I'm just trying to get a
No,
consensus.
because you'll spread the germs and you increase the risk of cross contamination.
Contamination.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Contamination control is a lot of things in
Work,
cooking.
right?
Yeah,
And you learn this along the way, or?
learn this along the way. Yeah, by watching Gordon Ramsay videos, him screaming at people like, "Don't do that! It's cross contaminating." So okay, learning.
All right. Thank you, Sid, for showing both of those items. Moving on to the next question. As a cooking guy and a music guy, you know how when it comes to K-pop, they tend to blend their stuff. Like K-culture is so strong now that K-pop, there's K-food, and they blend everything together so well that it's really like a big shout out to the Korean culture as a whole. Everybody's so interested because of the music. Everybody's so interested now. Then now it leads traffic into awareness about the food as well. Do you think when it comes to Malaysian music and food, we can also promote it the same way, or how do you think we can really export this culture very more effectively?
You weren't joking. It was a hard question. There's only one way to do that.
Oh,
There's only one way, and we've seen it done by Korea and Japan as well. That is through entertainment and art. I feel like to transcend cultures, art has to be the medium, which I think is so cool.
I know. But you're already doing whatever that you just said.
Yeah, that's actually it just clicked in me. That's actually one of my goals to do. Actually, I've wanted to push YouTube in English.
Oh,
So most of my content is in Malay for Instagram and TikTok. It's made for locals, but I'm really trying to push for international as well, and via art again through my videos. But I think like to export our Malaysian culture outside, it has to be via art, because thinking about it, the first language of humans is art. How
Like,
did we find out about civilizations before? It's through paintings on the wall. So to transcend that until today, it shows that art works. So to transcend culture also has to be through art as well, but it's easier said than done. That's
for sure.
a lot of budget involved.
For sure. Wow, I'd love to watch like a series of, it could be a very short series of maybe just like a 5-10 minute thing, right? Where there's music and then there's the food and there's a nice story that ties everything together. If it's on any of the streaming platforms, I feel like that's something that I can see you being so involved in. Like your first show that you talked about writing 13 songs. That's already sort of like a stepping stone into like making what could be even better now in English so that our international audiences can watch it too. And I think that will really help push the Malaysian food and culture
Exactly. Yeah.
so much better.
Exactly. We've actually been seeing little points of this happening. I've seen there's this old Malay song, something about chicha chicha, and it kind of blew up in a very odd. It blew up in Europe for some reason, and people were walking around with boom boom radios with the lagu chicha playing around.
Oh, I've seen
Yeah,
that.
right,
I've
right.
seen that.
So that's
Yeah.
an example of our culture transcending overseas just via art.
Right.
And funnily enough, that song is like so old.
But it doesn't matter,
It
like you
doesn't
said,
matter,
like when
yeah.
it comes to art, it's entertainment. Like
Yeah.
it really goes through generations and different times, transcends time, like you said.
And if we plan this enough, if we have enough budget, we all we have to do is just keep it consistent.
Who do we have to reach out to
I
like
have no idea. I have no idea, but I'll try to do something.
yeah, so hopefully whoever is listening and you guys sort of have an idea about like how do we get through this? How do we make this content come up? Please do contact Sid. I think he's the guy you can go to.
Actually, had a little opportunity to bring our culture outside. I was contacted by with BBC to do 3 recipes. Well, that was my first ever attempt. Boom, go outside.
Amazing.
Yeah, that was great. That was a very
What did you make?
soto, kuih ketayap. What was the one more thing? Nasi kerabu.
Oh my
Yeah,
goodness. Nasi
yeah. It's
kerabu.
posted on BBC's website, so I have my recipes over there. So yeah,
You've inspired me to want to learn one recipe just for fun. And because I like nasi kerabu and you mentioned nasi kerabu, maybe I will learn nasi kerabu. Thank you. I think
You're welcome.
you're inspiring a couple of our listeners for sure today
Oh.
with just being yourself, being curious about things, and like it doesn't hurt to just be curious. And if you fail, you fail.
Yeah lah, it's okay.
Right.
You know, it's okay. I used to spend a lot of time trying to be perfect. That was a huge mistake. That was a huge mistake. I found out so much later in life, nothing is perfect.
Yeah.
It's so okay to fail, especially the mitari.
I once did a cooking show with a friend.
Oh, yeah?
And on the show, I was supposed to be the better cook, right?
Oh, no.
Not supposed to be, but I was the better cook. My friend knew nothing. So what she did was, hey Nat, you're supposed to cook 7 dishes because it's 7 different episodes.
Wow.
And she listed down all the different things she wanted me to cook for different episodes. And I've cooked nothing of those 7 before. It gets, to me, it gets a bit complicated. It's asam laksa, it's like your rendangs and things like that. So like it's a little bit more complicated. And I realized that before I got into the show, before I tried to teach her, I tried to do everything on my own first, right? And that experience was very enjoyable, actually. Like sometimes you find yourself, oh, why does this fish not work for this asam laksa? Oh, this is all the process that people have to go to serve you your 10 ringgit asam laksa, things like that. So I do agree that when you do try things for the very first time and trying these different recipes for the very first time, you've learned things about yourself and you learn things about your culture as well.
Exactly.
So-
Exactly. It's culture is a big thing about food. I love to explore food, and I noticed that the style of cooking or the kind of recipes that is from a culture is derived from how we used to live. For example, we Malay cooking, for example, is a lot of big pot cooking. Why? Because we cook one pot for the entire kampong,
Family.
and it's a lot of cooking for to preserve cooking. So long cooking rendang you can last for a long time, or smoked salai you can last for a long time, stuff like that.
Very
Very
interesting.
fun.
Yeah, so you really do get to learn a lot more about culture when you
Co-
dabble into just the idea of cooking, right? So we encourage you guys to try cook for yourself, and then you realize, wow, there's a lot of work that goes into it. Oh, actually, when it comes to Malay recipes, there's this. It's kind of like the same, but you put different things in pizza together. The
Yeah.
process is similar somewhat, but it's just what you put in it.
Exactly. Yeah.
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 And for Chinese, you need to serve 3 to 4. Why? Because we believe in balance of food. So that's why we always say in Chinese sam song yatang, which means 3 lao and 1 soup.
Oh.
So
Okay.
that is like to the Chinese culture like the definition of a well prepared meal.
Oh.
So
Which explains why there's a lot of varieties in
yeah.
Chinese cooking. Oh no.
It's just like a culture where we believe if you just have one dish, maybe it feels like you maybe you don't have time to prepare, or like you don't have enough resources to make. So to have the impression of feel like you are very well fed and you are fortunate enough to have a good meal, there's just this saying where they always say tiga lauk satu soup, tiga lauk satu soup.
Oh wow, I'm learning something new right now. Okay.
So it's like there's your vegetables, then there could be like 2 meats, and then 1 soup or 2 vegetables. But usually, if you have lots of different meats, then the better, the more well fed you are. So that's
see.
just the impression that they have.
Okay. Oh wow,
They
cool.
always say there's a Chinese saying called 大鱼大肉, which means big fish, big meat. So the more big meats you have, that also indicates that you are also very well fed. So next time you host like a Chinese guests or whatsoever, so then like through culture we grew up with the idea that the more different varieties that you get, that means you are hosting better.
I see.
It's a matter of
Wow.
variety.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's something we learn every day. I learned something about the big Malay pot.
Yeah.
You learn something about the Chinese culture
Yeah,
as well.
yeah,
And we
yeah.
learn every day,
Yeah, we
as
learn
Malaysians.
every day. We learn every day. We learn every day.
Yeah. So, okay. Sid, you cook so much. There's so many things, so many types of ingredients you play with, you're familiar with. And you've really tried to put, art, music, and food all in one. But if your life were a dish,
Oh man.
what would it be, and what ingredients would you use to represent the different chapters of your life?
Wow, fun question. um, chicken rice.
Oh,
Yeah.
why is that?
Why? Because also chicken rice is my personal signature dish. Why I love it? Why I love cooking chicken rice so much is because I use the whole chicken. I use the whole chicken. For example, I pick a nice fatty chicken. So I would trim off the fat with my small knife.
How do you pick a fat chicken just by looking at it?
You can just see from the skin, actually.
Okay, I
Just
guess.
like a big chicken is usually a fatty chicken. So.
Okay, got it. Okay.
I would like to get the chicken with the neck still on. Okay. So I would trim off the fat, the neck, use the fat, render out the fat, use that fat to cook the ginger and the garlic for the rice. So the rice is infused with the fat. Oh, delicious. And then I boil the whole. I don't cut the chicken beforehand, just to boil the whole thing. Okay. Then the soup is so important. I make sure the soup is flavored enough to flavor everything else. All right. So the soup goes into the rice, into the soy sauce, into the chili, into everything. So that going back to the question, I think I derailed a little bit, is because uh, I like to do a lot of things. And I like to trim off a little bit of this to do that, a bit of this to do that. But even though there's a lot of side dishes, it's all related to each
It's
other.
all linked to
It's
one
all
another. It's
linked.
all made by one thing.
Yes, I am chicken rice.
Wow. Wow. So that's really a good representative of
I,
who you
I think
are
so.
because it's all essence of sit everywhere. But at the end of the day, it just boils back into one big purpose, which is really combining music and cooking.
Music, cooking, stunt work, acting, a lot of things.
I have interest in all of these things. I can make all of these things happen, but I'm still sit.
Yes, I'm still chicken rice.
I love that. I love that. Okay. Also, I'm very interested to see if is there somebody you look up to professionally or personally, it could be. And what's a piece of advice that maybe you've learned from somebody very important to you that you've kept on till today?
I see. Um, Throughout my professional career, that's always been this one guy. He is my mentor for music production, and we met during my Universal Music days, and he was kind enough to bring me in, teach me the ropes, and because of that, I got to do. I got to write songs for Afdlin Shauki and Siti Nurhaliza and dramas and all that. It's because of his little guidance, and kind enough to bring me in, a newbie, to learn everything. So I'm extremely grateful for him for that. But throughout my entire life, my people that I really look up to are my parents.
Ah, tell us more, a little bit more about that.
Because they've been through a lot. They've been through a lot. My mom got outcast by her family because she converted from Christian to Muslim out of her own will. She's a Sabahan, Kadazan. It's a huge Christian community there. So outcasted by the family. Oh, you're not my daughter anymore. And then it was bad. It was bad. It was terrible. And she had no money. The family had no money as well. Kampong people. She traveled to KL to be a nurse, and she made herself comfortable doing that. It was just saying it. It's like very very easy, but if you put yourself into that situation,
For sure.
it's hard, especially if it's back in the days, when things are not so accessible, and to see her grind her way with her own strength and grit through all these hardships is really inspiring. And for my dad, he single-handedly bring my family out of poverty. It was insane.
Amazing.
It was amazing. And only recently, as I grew older, I noticed the sacrifices that they've given his children to be able to live comfortably. And the reason why we didn't even see his struggles is because we were protected.
Yep.
Shielded by our parents. And only at this age I realize all the things that they've sacrificed to make us comfortable. And without their sacrifice, I won't be here today talking to you.
Wow.
Right.
Well, shout out to your parents.
Yeah.
And as of every other parent, I think we fail to see what they do, their intentions behind certain things when we were younger. And now that we're older, it's like, wow, if I was in their position, I wouldn't have been able to do it as well as they did, right?
Yes.
Little shout out to
Shout
your
out,
parents.
yeah.
Hey.
And when I feel like, oh man, I'm struggling so far right now. I mean, the cafe, my content creating business, heavy stuff, too heavy stuff. But I compare that to my parents. This is nothing. If they can do it, I can do it too. I just gotta persevere through it a little bit.
All right, so there's a lots of things to look forward to, and like you said, you're doing so many different things. What can we expect from, Sid in 2026?
Hopefully a cookbook.
I was worried you were gonna forget about that.
No. Oh, I have a very interesting project coming along.
What is it? I Can you be? Are you
Yeah, I
able to
can.
share?
It's gonna release soon. I'm gonna release my own chocolate brand.
No
Yeah. Yeah,
way.
yeah. I was gonna start really small,
Mm-hmm.
so it's all in the same idea of me being interested in seeing how this chocolate being made. I studied the whole thing, from the fruit. I ordered the fruit from Kedah. Took a month plus to see how to ferment the whole thing,
Mm-hmm.
and I finally got a chocolate bar last week.
I love it. Do you already have a name for the?
No, I need to think of a name. Choco Seed doesn't sound too cool. So
Oh,
yeah,
actually, it does sound cute.
Choc
Choco seed,
Choco Seed. Choco Seed.
like
Oh yeah,
sit seed.
seed. Yeah, we still have to think of a name, but that's my next big thing I want to do. Yeah,
Interesting. I look forward to that. Dark chocolate?
dark chocolate. Not sure of the percentage, maybe 75%.
Oh, perfect. Perfect. A 75%
Because
dark
yeah,
chocolate.
yeah, yeah. Chocolate is best grown in tropical climates, and I don't know why it's not
Heavily exported from here.
heavily exported, especially in Malaysia. Maybe that's one thing to export cultures as well. Maybe our chocolate could go overseas as well. So that's one of my bigger goals. But for now, I just need to release the thing,
Yeah, let's
give it a
start. Let's
name.
start small, Sid.
Yeah,
Okay,
let's
you
start
gotta
small.
you gotta stop with your
Yeah,
not stop,
yeah.
but slow down with your exploring. Okay, so to wrap things up today, it's been a really really good time. I enjoyed myself.
I enjoyed myself as well.
I asked this question to all my
Oh
guests,
man, what's this question?
and it is: what is your food slash restaurant recommendation
Oh wow.
to us Malaysians? If there's one thing you really like, and tell us, where to
I have
find
one.
that.
It's not my cafe, by the way. But you should go.
Okay.
Besides that, there's this place in Mentari, Sunway.
Okay.
It's called Jaring. Jaring. It's located next to the Domino's in the corner. So this place serves the best, I promise you, the best bihun soup daging. The best. I don't know what they put. There's peanuts in there. I don't know why. It's really interesting. And their choices of a lauk and nasi campur is so sedap. I've been going there ever since I was a uni student. So Jaring, Sunway, Mentari.
Where did you go to college?
Taylor's.
Ah, Taylor's.
Taylor's.
When you were doing which course?
Architecture.
I see. I see. Okay, that's just a question. I was like, oh, Antari, where did he go to school? Okay. Yep. So that really wraps up today's segment. Sid, anything else you would like to say to our fellow listeners before you go?
I would guess get frozen at this question, but I just want to say thank you so much for those that have been supporting me so far, especially back in the days, my Pisang Goreng and Nasi Lemak days. And if you want to start something, don't try to be perfect. It's never perfect. I've always have this analogy that if you want to draw a circle, you don't think about making the perfect circle because you never will. You're gonna start thinking about it for weeks and months and years on end. At the end of the day, you won't have a circle. Grab the paper, grab the pencil, draw it. The first attempt might be a C because your pencil broke halfway. Pah, alamak. Sleep, try again the next day, draw a circle. Again and again and again until you get the best circle you can. It's never going to be perfect. It's fine to be not perfect.
But that will always be your circle,
Yeah.
That's your circle. And that's what makes it special.
Yes.
All right. Thank you so much, everybody, for listening to this episode. I think with today's conversation with Sid, my takeaway is that you really just got to start. And if you don't start, you don't get anywhere,
That's true.
right? So I think that is my takeaway. Very small takeaway, but very important, I think, for very different junction of everybody's lives. I think just get started and see where it takes you, and it's never going to be perfect, but it's ultimately your own experience, your own unique experience. So this was The Whole Story, a new podcast series brought to you by V On Air, Resorts World Genting first ever online radio. If you like more stories about Malaysians, remember to follow us for more upcoming episodes, or remember our socials at Resorts World Genting. My name is Natalie Chai, and do tune in for our next episodes. Thank you. Bye-bye.